Today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A demonstration video answering your questions and concerns about applying a lace wig. I got to everyone's question. However, you can always go to my community tab over on my channel and you can post your questions, and I will still do videos according to what you all are needing help with when it comes to applying your wigs. If you're new to my channel, my name is Marie. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications just in case you did miss the notification. If your notifications are turned on, then you will be able to get notifications from me personally when I have announcements to make or upcoming videos. So make sure you guys do that. Let's jump right into today's video, and I'm gonna show you all my tips on installing a lace wig and answering your concerns and questions. All right, so let's jump right into the questions and demonstrations. So I'm going to do a reinstall with the wig we seen earlier this week, since you all seem to have the most questions concerning a reinstall more so than a new wig. So this wig will be linked below in the description box. I've already washed it and I've already just bleached the knots and everything. So again, it will be linked below in the description box. Now, the first question that I want to answer, since we are at this point of the hair being washed, is someone asked, are there any products for sweaty hair or any tips? So I'll work out a lot, and if I'm wearing my wig all week and I don't want to wash it every day, I like to use dry shampoo. This one right here is by Herbal Essence, and it works very good to refresh the hair and also keep it very clean while I am in between washes. Rather than that, I would suggest washing the hair at least once a week to make sure that you get all of the sweat out, because sweat can equal dry hair, which leads to tangles. Another tip I would give is, if you have sweaty hair, I would recommend when you get home to take a dryer to it to dry it instead of leaving your hair sweaty and wet. You definitely want to take a dryer to the wig cap so that you can make sure that it's not soaking wet or the hair itself. The next question says, when you use rollers or hot tools, do you spray with holding spray? If so, which spray? So a lot of times when you all see me adding my curls to the wig, you will see me doing roller sets, or you will see me doing pin curls. And if I usually don't show that I'm using spray during the curling process, I most likely don't. However, that doesn't mean that afterwards I sometimes don't use some. So the one I like to use is the Argan Oil of Morocco hairspray. Now this one has a soft hold. I like it because it's not crunchy. Sometimes I will use this while I'm curling the hair just to get that curl to pop. But a lot of times if I'm doing curls, I like to pin them. That way I don't need to spray hairspray on the hair while I'm curling. And plus, I just feel like it just gives your hair a crunchy feel, and you don't want that. You want your curls to be nice and lightweight and have a slight hold. Now this cap is a 13x6 lace cap, and it is in a medium size. Someone asked, do wigs come in different shapes for the caps? They really don't. They only come in different sizes. I guess this person wants to know if you can get a wig cap that is shaped to your head or the way your head is. I would recommend to go by the size of your head more so than anything. That's going to work. And also, just cutting the lace properly is also going to help fit that cap around your head the way you need it to go. I have a video demonstrating this, but we'll get more into details later in today's video, so make sure you guys keep on watching. But this right here is a 13x6 lace cap, and this is the way the construction of it is made. The next question says, is it possible to dye a silk top? Now, I don't use the silk tops in my wig. I like the fake scalp material because I feel like it gives a more scalp appearance than the silk top. So I have never tried to dye any type of silk top, so I honestly couldn't help you with that. However, I do recommend the fake scalp material because it's very breathable and it does not have a line of separation when you apply it inside of the cap. I will be sure to link this material below in the description box for you. All right, now that you know the basics about styling and the cap construction, let's move into the install. And the next question says, can you do a reinstall? When I use a wig cap, it slides off after washes and it's hard to redo. All right, so we're going to go ahead and install this wig with the ball cap method today. I am going to use the Melt Me Down spray to do this. Now, when it comes to doing the ball cap method, I want you all to understand that if you use a spray that is not waterproof, like a wig adhesive that's not waterproof, your wig cap will slide under your wig if you get your wig wet. Now for me, I don't wash my wigs or wet them while they're on my head, and if I did, I would honestly use a wig adhesive to adhere that wig cap down rather than using a non-waterproof adhesive. So that's a great tip if you plan to get your hair wet while wearing your wig, to keep your wig cap in place. Just make sure you're using a waterproof wig adhesive. So the next couple questions I've already done detailed videos on, so I'm going to pop those videos out. The first one says, how do I melt a glueless wig with no glue, gel, or hairspray? I just did a video on that. I will pop it out right here. This next question says, how do you secure the wig with bands? My hair is silky and everything slips off. Check out this video that I just popped out. It's definitely going to help you. I have a tip in that video that will keep your wig on your head if you're not wearing glue. And the other question says, I have a hard time with the ear tabs. What's the best way to secure them? I have a detailed video on the ear tab area on a wig. I will also pop that video out right here for you. You guys make sure to go check out those videos. Make sure your notifications are turned on and you are going back in my previous videos and watching these detailed videos. So moving into the questions about the wig adhesive, someone says, how do I use wig adhesive when I have a lot of edges and a small forehead? So basically, I get this question a lot. Some of you don't have a forehead space where you can place a wig without putting the wig on your actual edges because your edges come down too far, or you have a small forehead. So I would recommend to do two things. One, either try to push your edges back with gel and flatten them as much as possible, and then place that wig right slightly in front of your hairline, or I would suggest going glueless if you would like to protect your edges and not lose them, because if you have a lot of edges, you're going to need to place that glue on your edges. Next question says, how to apply the glue far enough down to the edge of the lace, but not too far where you have to clean up. And if you have to clean up it, if necessary, how do you do it without lifting? So to get the perfect placement when it comes to applying your wig adhesive, you want to either use maybe some type of pencil and kind of add dots to where you place your adhesive on your forehead, like a eyebrow pencil or something like that. That's the beginner way to do it. If not, you can always go ahead and just apply your wig with the glue. And then what I like to do is take one of the wig adhesive sprays and touch up the areas that may not have adhered with the glue. I see a lot of people doing this, and it's also very convenient. So that's the best tip I can possibly give you for that. And as far as cleanup, I would suggest to, if you're using wig adhesive glues, take a little bit of alcohol with a Q-tip and dab the areas where you have residue. And if you're using the wig adhesive spray, just take a damp rag and just wipe the area clean without touching the hairline. Now, using the sleigh band will help to keep that lace pressed into that adhesive. So I highly recommend the sleigh band. I will link it below in the description box. And it also helps with cleanup because you can clean around that hairline while your sleigh band is still applied. The next question says, how do I create soft baby hairs? Now, this is something that I talk about all the time when I create my baby hairs. I've actually done a full tutorial on how to do this. I will pop that video out, but since we're talking about it a little bit and I'm sharing it in today's video, I do like and prefer baby hairs on wigs that have that super pre-plucked hairline, because I feel like it gives you those wispy hairs that you can actually create natural looking baby hairs with. If your hairline is too thick or the hair around the hairline is too thick, it definitely is not going to create soft, wispy hairs. So I do recommend using a curler and adding curls to those hairs so that they can lay more natural, and then also using a razor to trim them shorter so that they won't look like bangs. You don't want your baby hairs to look like bangs, okay? You just want them to have a nice little wispy flow to them. And don't use gels. Gels are going to give you that harsh baby hair. You want to use maybe your wig adhesive spray that also gives a softer look. And the very last question is, how did the wig look from the back? So I don't know if you're talking about the actual cap or you're talking about the hair, but this is what the hair flow looked like using a 13x6 cap. There's no bulging, and like I told you guys, I use my straps and I tighten them crisscross to make sure that they are tight. So this is what it looks like from the back. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave it on my community tab. I thank you so much for asking the questions, and I hope that I was able to help you all in today's video. Be sure to drop me some comments below, turn on them notifications by subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all back next week for a new video. Thank you for watching.